Hey everyone, I hope you're doing amazing out there. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a super popular perfume. If you don't already know about it, it is the Glossier You perfume. And there is just so much hype about this perfume. If you do one thing, if you just Google Glossier You, you're gonna see a ton of reviews that are claiming that it's an amazing scent, that there's nothing like it, and it's really hard to pinpoint and describe the scent. And so this is why I picked it up. I wanted to share my honest review with you, and I just couldn't resist. I was really intrigued by all of the reviews that I've heard about it and all of the things that people were commenting and saying about this perfume. So I picked it up and I did a wear test of this for 1 week, and I'm also going to be telling you if it's a scent that might work for you. I'm also going to be talking about the lasting power, how long it lasts throughout the day, if it wears off at a certain amount of time or not, and just an overall review and a general recommendation of whether or not it's worth picking up, because I think that is a question among everyone that looks up this perfume and is intrigued by it. Is it worth getting? I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the scent with you. So this perfume is described as a unisex perfume, so men or women can wear it. And the description is that it's you but better. This is what it says here. This perfume is not one of the perfumes that you would wear to become someone else. It smells like yourself. Soft, warm, and familiar, and it's designed to feel open-ended, like it'll grow with you no matter where you are in your personal evolution. Like, that sounds really interesting. This perfume is not a finished product, it needs you. That is kind of their description of the scent on the website. I'll kind of give you some background on the notes that are in this perfume. So it is pink pepper, iris, ambrette seeds, and ambro. I don't know if I said that right. So it's bright, sparkling are some of the words that they would say. Floral, woody, warm, sweet, spicy, creamy, musky, salty. These are all really, like, they feel like this description is just all over the board. So it's kind of difficult for someone to say, oh, I want that scent, right? So that's the description on their website. Now that we're gonna get into it here in person, I have the 50 ml here, and the scent of it is very unique, like everyone says. It smells really fresh initially, like fresh, warm linen, and it has a little bit of a sweet note to it, kind of like a light, musky scent. A little bit of like a vanilla scent, I would say. A little bit of like warmer notes to it. Now, it does still smell fresh, so that's a really good thing. Now, initially, this is just out of the bottle. I'm sniffing it. When I put it on myself, it's a little bit different. So if you look at the scent guide, it shows you that there's 4 different kind of categories or buckets that scent and perfumes fall into. It's with floral, and then it goes to fresh, oriental florals, and then there's the musky scents. So those are the 4 different scents in the scent spectrum. And this scent is definitely on the woodsy side and musky and warm and like a sultry scent. All right, so I wore this for 1 week and I gave it its fair shot to see what I thought about it. And here is my take on it. Initially, it was really refreshing, and it was really fresh, and it smelled like fresh linen, but with a sweet kind of note to it. And I really like that. Now, after about an hour of wear on me, because everyone's body chemistry is different and perfume smells different on every person. So on me, it started to become really musky and warm, and it smelled really, how would I describe it, like lived in kind of scent. And that freshness kind of dissipated. It wasn't there anymore, and it was more of like a spicy, kind of salty, warm, woodsy scent, like if you were the way I would describe it is if you were to spend a day at the beach and you're in the water and there's that salt water, and then you kind of go and then you spend a long time in front of a bonfire and just hang out there and maybe make s'mores. But that kind of imagination, that kind of image is what I get from this smell. So that woodsy scent comes in, and it's really warm and inviting, and it's definitely more on the sultry side, on the musky side. The fresh scent doesn't last on me, so it becomes a little bit too warm for my taste. It's like a lived-in smell, and it smells deep, and there's just, it's very aromatic. That's kind of the best way I could describe it. Going to the beach and then hanging out in front of a bonfire, and you get all of those like earthy, deep scents combined together, and it has that spice and that salt, and it just smells lived in, like your body scent, but with a few other different smells added to it. So it lasts quite a long time. Now on me it was 3 to 4 hours. You could smell it, and it was strong. Now after 3 to 4 hours the scent would dissipate and it tapered off, and you could kind of get a whiff here and there, especially if you're close to the person, you'll smell that scent. And if you walk by, you'll smell that scent, but it's not strong after 3 to 4 hours. It's lingering. I think that staying power is a pretty decent staying power, considering that this is not a designer fragrance. So I think that's pretty decent for staying power, and you could always reapply it, of course, if you want to keep that potent scent. So I purchased it in the 50 milliliters. It's this little 50 milliliter bottle, and it is their starter size, and I purchased it for $75 Canadian. I would say that that is about a decent price range, you would say, for a mid-tier fragrance. This is probably a decent price, to be completely fair. If you were going to add $20 to $25 more, you could get into the designer range scents, and the designer fragrances start at around $90 and they just go up from there. That's something to keep in mind, that you can potentially pay $75 for one of these, or you could just spend another $25 and get a designer fragrance. Another point to make is that it does last a reasonable amount of time. So I think cost versus value and quality, I think it's a good price point. Now I'm gonna talk a little bit about whether or not I would recommend this perfume to you. So let's jump into my personal fragrance profile and what I like, and then that can kind of give you an idea if this is going to be for you, if you have a similar scent liking or preference like me. So, and let's talk about that, and then I'll share with you if it's worth getting. Personally, I like scents that are very fresh, that are on the floral and the really crisp smells that smell practically like you just took your clothes out of the laundry type of smell. Like really, really fresh is the kind of scents that I go for. So think about like Daisy by Marc Jacobs, think about Flower Bomb by Victor Rolf, Chance, Chanel, and J'adore by Dior, and those types of really fresh scents is kind of what I gravitate towards. One of my favorite scents of all time is Ralph by Ralph Lauren. So now that you know my kind of fragrance preference, you can get the idea that I do not gravitate towards these warmer scents that this Glossier You is so famous for. And so if you are like me, where you like these floral and light scents that are more fresh, I don't know if this perfume is going to be a hit for you. It might be a miss just because of what you prefer to smell. Now, bear in mind that this perfume is going to be on you for many hours in the day. It's going to be what other people smell when they're around you. And if it's not something that you like, that you love, I mean, then it's going to be hard to wear it. So I have smelled myself in this Glossier for a week. I just feel like it's very strong for me because of the muskiness of it, because it's not what I personally would pick up. And perfume is so personal to each person, so definitely keep that in mind, that if your preference of perfume is on the lighter side, like light florals and fresh scents, then this may potentially not work for you. Another recommendation that I have is that I looked up a few of the dupe scents that you can potentially smell yourself before picking this up. So a dupe scent that I read about is the Body Shop's perfume, and it is called White Musk. So the Body Shop White Musk. So if you're ever in the mall, pop into the Body Shop and smell their White Musk scent. And the other scent that is supposedly a dupe for this is the Narciso Rodriguez Her perfume. That one is supposed to be very similar to the Glossier You. That's kind of a tip that I have if you want to smell it and try it before you buy it. Now to the last portion of this. Would I recommend this? If you like musky scents, and if you like scents that are warm, inviting, they're a little bit spicy, they're sultry, it has that sweetness to it, and it's very, very, lived in, woodsy kind of scents, this might be a really big win for you, and you might love this scent. Because even for me, I really like this scent, and I'm not even that type of person that likes these types of warmer scents. So if you like that scent, then this might be a really big win for you, and you definitely should give it a try. Now, it is a maybe if you want to give it a shot, if you're in the market for a new perfume and you just want to check this out because you just want to see what all the hype is about, and maybe it's just very intriguing to give it a sniff. So if you are that type of person that has a little bit of extra money to splurge on a new fragrance that may or may not be a win for you, that you might love, but you just want to give it a shot, then you can definitely give this one a try, because I believe it's worth a shot. Now, it's a big no if you definitely dislike these warm scents and you definitely love the scents that I was talking about. The Chance by Chanel, Givenchy Irresistible, those types of scents, Daisy, Marc Jacobs. If you love those types of scents, then this might not be for you. All right, so that is a wrap on my Glossier You perfume review. Let me know if it was helpful. I really hope it was, and I hope I emphasized all of my points in a way that you would be able to kind of get an idea of what it smells like. And if there's any questions that you have on the scent at all, then do let me know in the comment section below, and I would be glad and happy to answer your questions and help you out. And if you liked this video, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, then give me a subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!